So the tub of pre-workout from UXO Supplements is pretty much empty. So you know what that means. It's time to do a review. And where else did I decide to do it? This is actually the second take, because the first take I decided to do was in my office, but I didn't like that because I just didn't like sitting down in front of the camera. And as you can see, it's Friday night at my gym, empty gym, so I'm gonna do it here. The first thing I wanna talk about real quick is the container by itself. Pretty big container, pretty big guy, I have some big hands. The scooper, however, is real small. Really hard for me to get into it. Once I get it out, that ain't a big issue, but I got a lot of this going on. So, come on UXO Supplement guys, at least make the scooper a little bit bigger, huh? So the flavor that I'm gonna be reviewing tonight is Blue Frost, and you've actually already seen me have my initial review to the first taste. But man, Blue Frost is quite tasty. And then here's my review again for tonight. So you notice that the mixability, it's pretty good, except it leaves some sediment on the bottom of your shaker cup. And this is after me vigorously shaking it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Super easy to drink. Blue Frost goes down real nice. Kind of has like a little blue raspberry flavor to it. A little bit of tanginess, nothing tart. Really easy on the palate, goes down real smooth. Tastes great. I could drink this all day, but we run into one problem, and that is whatever that stuff is that's down there at the bottom, once you get to it, it kind of hangs around in your mouth. And if you are unfortunate enough to bite into one of those, I don't know what it is. I think it might be the L-arginine, but when you bite into it, it is disgusting. There is this nasty kind of tartar blandness taste to it that is just god-awful. So as long as when you're taking this and you just toss it down and you don't try to crunch on anything as things are going down, you should be fine. Flavor-wise, this is great. Tastes just kind of like a blue Powerade. I could drink this stuff all day. That was 2 scoops and 12 ounces of water. I think that's a perfect combination for flavor. As far as sweetness goes, a little bit of tartness, I like it. 2 thumbs up on the flavor. So now let's talk about UXO's pre-workout label, starting with the first 2 ingredients, and this is all based off of 2 scoops. The first ingredient you have is a combination between L-citrulline and citrulline malate in a 2-to-1 ratio, coming in at 6 grams, which I think is fine. And then you have L-arginine AKG coming in at 2 grams. Now, in my opinion, and this is coming from a power lifter that isn't really chasing the pump, I think that agmatine offers you better, faster pumps compared to any L-arginine supplement. That being said, most of the time when I was training taking UXO's pre-workout, it was after a meal where I already had carbs in my system, so I was getting a pump anyway, which was a pretty nice feel to have, so I can't blame them there. However, I think agmatine may be a better choice for people that are looking for pumps in general. Looking at the caffeine dosage, we have 275 milligrams for 2 scoops, which I think is the perfect optimum dosage of caffeine for a pre-workout. Of course, you want to take it anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes ahead of time, but you will feel the general effects of it kick in usually pretty quick. My way of taking my pre-workouts is usually on the way to the gym, which is about a 15-minute drive, and then I do a dynamic warm-up, which is about another 15 minutes, and then by the time I'm actually into my working sets, that half-hour window has passed. Looking at some of the other things here on the label, we have betaine or betaine or however you want to pronounce it. So betaine comes in at 2 grams per 2 scoops, which is responsible for promoting muscle growth, which we would hope would increase strength and effectiveness of our workouts. I personally would like to see this bumped up just a little bit to maybe 2.5 grams per 2 scoops, but that's just me.
Looking at the beta-alanine dosage, now here is the one where I think it actually came in underdosed. It's only 1.6 grams per 2 scoops. I would like to actually see this doubled. Beta-alanine helps increase muscle carnosine levels, which helps reduce muscle fatigue, allowing you to work a little bit longer, a little bit stronger, a little bit harder. Combined with the fact that taurine, which is kind of a transport vessel alongside beta-alanine, only came in at 1 gram per 2 scoops. I think those both could have been pumped up just a little bit. I would have liked to seen beta-alanine come in at least 2.5 grams, maybe 3.2 grams per 2 scoops, and taurine could have probably been doubled. All of the other things in this supplement, however, things like L-tyrosine, L-theanine, bioperine, those are all great. Some of those are nootropics or nootropics. I don't even know how to pronounce the word. Those are kind of the feel-good supplements that, help with the increasing your dopamine levels and relaxing you so that you can feel good in the gym while you're pushing all that weight. I don't think that those detract or add to any of the pre-workouts. Those are kind of hit or miss for me. Wrapping things up, giving a final review for UXO Supplements pre-workout. First of all, some people may rag on the name a little bit because it's kind of bland and it's not very original, but I think it's straight and to the point. It tells you exactly what it is. I want a pre-workout. UXO Supplements has a pre-workout called Preworkout. Perfect. Doesn't need to have any fancy names like Sidewalk Cracker or Pussy or whatever they're coming up with these days. And also, I think that this pre-workout is a good middle of the road, does a lot of things well, but does not necessarily excel or detract from one aspect or another. It has a good dosage for pump products. It has a good dosage of stimulants. It has a mediocre dosage as far as the muscle fatigue products go. But if you're looking for a super crazy stim product, there are other things out there on the market. If you're looking for something that's crazy for pumps, there's another thing out there on the market. If you're looking for a pre-workout that has creatine, you're going to have to look elsewhere because this one doesn't have it, and I actually like that because it allows you to dose it on your own terms rather than having to take it as a pre-workout. So all that being said, I would have to give UXO Supplements pre-workout a 1.5 thumbs up. I would recommend this to almost anybody if you're trying to jump into the pre-workout world, don't know what to take, or you're just looking for something that isn't going to crack you out but still give you a beneficial workout. This is the pre-workout for you. I think this is a very well thought out pre-workout, and hats off to UXO Supplements for making it easy to find.